Welcome to Gilbert Yoga. This is a beginner yoga class, and today's featured pose is going to be rabbit pose. So yeah, fitting for the season, right? And we'll warm up to it first, but Sasangasana or rabbit pose. Sasangasana is the Sanskrit name. Is very beneficial for the blood flow of the whole body. It brings focus, clarity to the mind. It gives really incredible stretch to the neck, the shoulders, and the spine. We engage Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha, the lower chakras. When we're holding the pose, you'll understand a little bit more of this as we get into the pose. But for now, let's start with a little warm up. So I want to start today's practice in what I call an egg shape. So just like this, right? And then you can just take your arms and wrap them around your knees, and you can begin to round down, drawing the navel in. So we're already activating Uddiyana Bandha, or the chakras located at the navel there. And take your chin to your chest. Round the cervical spine, relax the shoulders down and away from the ears, and go inside. Take yourself 5 deep breaths here. Good, just 2 more. Now on our next inhale, start to release the hands. Let the palms grip onto the knees or just below. Draw the shoulders back and away from the ears and lift the heart and the chest, just like you're cracking out of your little egg. And then go ahead and exhale, round the spine again, maybe straighten the elbows, tip the chin towards the chest. And then inhale, draw yourself back up again, shoulders away from the ears, lift the chest, and then exhale, back down, draw the navel deep to the spine, tip the chin towards your chest. Maybe you straighten your arms a little bit more. And then inhale to open again and lift. Good. So it's essentially a cat-cow, but in this seated position of an egg shape. Just go for 2 more rounds like this. Warming up all the parts of the body we will be using for our rabbit pose or Sasangasana. Good. And then make your way up to a seat. Take the soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana. Draw the heels closer to you and just butterfly your wings here. On an inhale, pour the heart through. On an exhale, round down. And then inhale, lift the chest, maybe press the arms and the inner thighs, and then exhale, round down. And again, one more time, inhale, rise up, exhale, round down. Take your arms, wrap them around your ankles, and begin to work your way into a tortoise pose. Tipping the chin towards the chest, rounding the spine, feeling a big release in the low back here. 5 breaths here. Nice. Unraveling yourself after that 5th breath and making your way onto your hands and knees. And just take a few rounds of traditional cat-cow. So we're in a neutral spine here, looking down at our mat with our fingers flared, nice and broad. And the hips are lined over the knees. Go ahead and flatten the tops of the feet and pour the heart through. Look up towards the ceiling. And then go ahead and round the spine again. Draw the navel deep to the spine. Push the ground away. Chin to the chest. And continue to move this way, inhaling, pouring the heart through, softening the elbows, and then exhaling, rounding the spine. Go for 2 more rounds in your own breath and your own time. And then meet me in a neutral tabletop. Yeah, maybe you want to start to do a little circular motion with the hips and the head and the neck. And then bring it to stillness, curling the toes under. Take your right arm, reach it up high, and then exhale, thread it through. Right side of the head lands on the mat. Right arm beneath you. Relax the hand, the right hand onto the floor. Your palm, left palm is in front of your face. Press into the mat, pushing the left shoulder back just a little bit more. Feel that opening there. And then option to extend your left leg out laterally. And the other option is to take this left arm and wrap it behind you. Just a couple more breaths right here. And you'll start to unravel the top arm first and plant it down on your mat. Retract the left leg. Come back to a tabletop position. Curl the toes under and lift the hips, down dog. Go ahead and give a little pedal to the down dog. So just bending one knee at a time, working your way back from side to side. And then exhale the knees back down to the mat. I would definitely recommend keeping some softness under the knees here. Align the hips over the knees, shoulders over the wrist, and then reach the left arm up and thread it under the left side of the head to the mat. So your first option is to just stay right here, using this right hand to push into the mat or onto the ground and send the right shoulder back a little bit further. And you can stay right here, drawing the navel into the spine. Next option would be to extend this right leg out laterally. And the final option is to take the right arm and wrap it behind you, resting the back of the palm on the low back here. This left hand, relax it down or even press it into the mat. And give yourself at least 3 or 4 rounds of breath right here. And then unravel yourself. Come back around to the middle, finding a neutral tabletop. So that means that the tummy is tight, but we're not drawing the navel too close. So we're not rounding the back. It's a nice flat back. And then just go ahead and look over your left shoulder to your left ankle, left foot, or behind you on your left side here. And take a few breaths here. Pressing into the mat with the right hand. And the right knee, right foot. And then inhale yourself to center. And then exhale. Throw the hips over to the left. Take your gaze to the right. Come on back to center. Curl the toes under. Lift the hips, down dog. So a few pointers for our down dog. First, take the weight off your wrist. Just lift your hand one at a time, just not even an inch. Lift it up and grip the fingers into the mat. Elbow tips spiral in towards one another. The crown of the head reaches for the fingertips and the chin tips towards the chest. Navel goes deep to the spine. Feet can be hip width apart or a little bit wider for a little more ease. Breathe into it. Knees are slightly bent. One more big breath here. And then exhale the knees back down to the mat. Sit back onto your heels with your toes turned under. This is going to be a big stretch to the toes here. If it's too much sensation, you can flatten the tops of the feet. But sit up on your heels, on your knees, palms in front of the heart center. Smile on your face. And when you're ready to release, you'll release your hands back to tabletop, flatten the feet. Just give them a little bit of a pat. And we're ready for Sasangasana, rabbit pose. Sit back onto your heels again, this time with your feet flat. We're going to break this down. Hands by your side. Just for a moment here, I want you to really align the knees to the hips as you rise up. back into your tabletop here. We begin to draw the navel in deep and round the spine. So see the shape that I'm making? It's not quite, it's like a cat. I'm not pushing so much with the earth as I am pulling with my stomach muscles and my pelvic floor. So you feel that? Now take the chin and draw it towards your chest. Let the shoulders open up, draw them away from the ears. Take a big inhale. And then exhale, sit back onto your heels again. Make your way back to a seat. So what I wanted you to feel was the sensation that you should be feeling and the core and the points that you should be engaging, the muscles, when we're actually in the rabbit pose. Have any of you ever done rabbit pose? Okay. It's not a pose that's very often visited, but it's called upon a lot in Bikram yoga because it helps to energize the body and reset the mind. So it brings focus back to the mind. And if you can imagine like a rabbit when it burrows down into its little safe place, that's where we're going. Okay, so reaching in to a safe place, but engaging the muscular system of the body, the nervous system, and also the supple body too. So let's plant the hands down again. Come on up onto the knees. You want, again, I want to emphasize the alignment of the knee to the hip. So we don't want to be too wide apart here. And start to engage that core round the chin. And this time, we're going to place the crown of the head onto the floor. Like so. Yes. Now, if this is too much for you, you can use a blanket to bring the floor up to you a little bit more. So the weight doesn't really go on the head, but the head is definitely resting on the floor. And once again, you want to engage Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha. So the pelvic floor and your navel area. Draw it, squeeze it in. And now with your hands, you can reach back for your ankles, drawing the shoulders away from your ears. And the option is to bend the toes under and reach for the heels. And you can start to work your chin, curling it closer and rolling, curling the chin closer to the chest and rolling up onto the crown of the head a little bit more. And send the shoulders back and away from the ears. You can also take your hands and rest them behind your knees if it's easier. Squeeze into it and now lift the hips. Imagine you have a little bunny tail and you want to lift your bunny tail up out of the hole there. Take a few more breaths right here. If the shoulders creep up around your ears, draw them away. Maybe take a different position with the hands. Maybe interlacing the fingers behind the knees. And then when you're ready, you'll just release that. And then slowly roll yourself back up again. You might hear like a little static between the ears. You might see like a little, or feel like a little shimmering feeling in the head. It's very clearing for the whole head space, brings focus and awareness. You might feel your heartbeat rise up here. Sometimes the most subtle movements create the biggest sensations and changes. We'll go for it just one more time. So engaging right away, we come to the hands and knees. Engage the core, round the spine, tip the chin, reach the head for the floor, your blanket if you want, or a block if you need to bring the earth closer to you. Curl your toes under, round the spine that much more. Reach for your ankles, reach for your heels, or interlace your fingers, wrap your arms behind your knees. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Nice. See if you can round the spine. That's it. That's it. Send the hips up towards the ceiling. Send your little bunny tail up towards the ceiling. So we're getting a big stretch to the cervical spine. Deep inhales and exhales here. And when you're ready, just go ahead and roll yourself back onto your feet, slowly coming back up to a kneeling position. And pause here. That's it, Rachel. Just breathe into it. It was excellent, Becky. I saw beautiful alignment. How did you feel in it? Yeah? Okay, good. Was your first time visiting that pose? Good. All right. Where do we go from here? Let's go ahead back to our down dog. Let that all go. Mm-hmm. Let's just inhale the right leg up towards the ceiling and exhale the left foot towards the left hand. Release the left knee. Take a lizard here. Maybe use your block to assist you. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Rock forward and back. Take a little turn over the left side here. Pause. And then inhale to center, and then exhale. Take a turn toward the other side. Option to wrap the right arm back and behind you. Take a bigger twist. Nice. Make your way back around. Good. Step the right foot back and take a down dog. Pushing the mat away. And then inhale the left leg up and sweep the left foot to the left hand. Right knee releases down. Lizard lunge or low lunge. Reach for a block. Rock it back and forth a few times. When you're ready, take a look over to the right side. And then take a look over to the left and maybe wrap the left arm, twist it out. Good. Inhaling back to center. Lifting the hips back to down dog. That's it. Take a few breaths there. Elbow tips pointed in towards each other. Inhale, right leg up. Right foot, right hand. This time we'll keep the knee off the ground. Reach for your block. Left toes curled under, left heel pointed up towards the ceiling. Peel the right arm up to the ceiling. Lean back into the head and the neck. That's it. Beautiful. Take a few breaths here. And then exhale, release the right hand. And switch, peel the left arm up. Be mindful of this hand. Make sure you can see your fingers, so we don't want to throw the arm out into the abyss here somewheres. Just reach it up and lean back into the head and the neck and the shoulders. That's it. Exhale, release. Both hands plant down to the earth. The left knee finds your mat. And we rise up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale to the forward fold. Curl the back toes under. Lift the back knee and straighten the front leg. Use your block here. Your right hip, it might want to sneak away. Just pull it back in. Mindful of the shoulders, draw them away from the ears. Tip the chin again to the chest. Draw your navel to the spine. Uddiyana Bandha. Good. Excellent. One more big breath. And exhale, bend into the front knee, release the block, plant both hands down and step back, down dog. Any way you make it to the down dog. And give yourself 2 or 3 rounds of breath in your down dog. Take the left leg, reach it up to the ceiling, and then sweep it up to the left hand. Reach for your block. Right knee stays off the mat this time. See if you can slip that back leg back a little bit more. So you're on your toes on the right foot and the right heel is pointed up towards the ceiling. When you're ready, right hand stays down, left hand reaches up for the ceiling. Pull the navel in, lean back into the shoulders. Beautiful, everyone. Stunning. Go to your breath. It will get you through everything in life, even these tight places. And then exhale, release the left hand. And very carefully peel the right arm up now. Open up here. And when you're ready, you'll exhale and release the right hand down. You'll plant the right knee down. You'll release the block if you're using one. And you'll prepare yourself. Flatten the top of that back foot and rise up. Anjaneyasana. So when you arrive here, draw those shoulders away from the ears. Lift the heart and the chest, but keep the chin tipped towards your chest. Feel the back bend. Exhale, release the hands back down to the mat. Step the left foot back, down dog. Feels so good, doesn't it? Let's just take one rise up. So if you want to scoot your blanket out of the way for now and tippy toe yourself to the top of the mat for Uttanasana or forward fold. Send the hips up a little bit higher towards the ceiling, crown of the head, reaching for the earth. All four corners of the feet are firmly fixed into the mat. Find your feet hip width apart. Feel stable as you root to rise. Reaching your arms up. Yes, that's it. Rachel, grab all that light and draw it down to the center of your brow and then to your heart. And then ground the energy down to Tadasana. Pressing down into the feet now. Feel deeply connected to the earth. Nice, Becky. You're going to turn the palms in towards your sides. You'll bend into the knees and take an inhale to reach up. Extend yourself long, little baby back bend, and then exhale to a forward fold. Good. Inhale yourself to a halfway lift. Don't blow through it. Draw the elbows in by your side. Press back into the sits bones. Step the hands down to the mat on the exhale and step back. Down dog. Float yourself to plank. So go ahead and float from down dog to plank. Shoulders over wrist. Exhale, lower yourself down. Inhale up to cobra. Nice. Exhale, release, and curl the toes under. Make your way back to down dog. Good. Settle into down dog, and as soon as you feel ready, you'll look towards the top of your mat. And you can take the walk, or you can bend your knees, crouch the tiger, and hop like a little rabbit up to the top. Good. Once again, root to rise. Reach up. Grab all that energy and bring it down to your heart center. Open up Tadasana. Beautiful, Jen. Gorgeous. One more time. Turn the palms in towards your side. Bend into the knees. Inhale to reach it up. Maybe your back bend comes a little deeper this time, sending the hips more forward. And then exhale, come to center. And forward fold all the way down. Inhale to that halfway lift. Draw those elbows in by your side. Push into the sits bones. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. Step back, down dog. On an exhale, just release your knees back down to the mat. Option to reach for your blanket again if you want more cushion. This time we'll walk the arms out in front, coming down onto the forearms, big heart opener in puppy pose. So once again, the little tail goes up towards the ceiling. The chin draws close to the chest. This time the forehead reaches the mat. And the shoulder blades, a big opening here. Give yourself 5 breaths right here. When you're ready, you'll just exhale and release to child's pose. And eventually just turning yourself around on your sits bones here, back the way we started in our little egg. This time we'll go for Navasana before we make our way to Shavasana, okay? So hands in front of the knees here or on your shins, just lift the heart in the chest. And once again, the chin is slightly tipped towards the chest. The heart is shining through. Now you may stay right here, or you can take your hands below your knees and lift the legs. You can point or flex your feet, whichever serves you best. And you might stay right here, or you might extend the legs out. If you do so, be mindful of the chest. Don't let it sink and collapse. Lift it up. And if you're compelled to release your hands, lift the chest that much more. Navasana, boat pose. Beautiful. Hold it. Go to your breath. Beautiful, Rachel. Breathe into it. When you're ready to release, just bend your knees. Fold forward into your little egg again. When you're ready, you'll take your time and you'll just roll yourself down. One vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. Just a little windshield wiper of the knees. You can let them rest over to one side if you're needing a deeper spinal twist here. Yeah. Here, if there's any other pose that you're yearning for in your practice this morning, feel free to do so. Maybe it's just a happy baby. The whole upper body, neck, shoulders, back, and head are so warmed up. If you wanted to do a shoulder stand, now would be the time to go for it. If you're feeling like, oh, it's just perfect, I don't need anything else, then you'll find your bolster. You'll sit up and you'll find your bolster. And if you don't have a bolster at home, a pillow is fine. And you'll place it under your knees like so. You can make a little pillow with your blanket here. Now, the bolster is here to support you, so make sure you pull it nice and close to the hips and allow the knees to relax out. So resist the need to try and hold things or control. Just relax the knees and the feet out. Roll yourself back. Palms open, ready to receive. Just somewhere down by your hips. Doesn't have to be completely by your side, just relaxed. Feel very relaxed here. And begin to release your physical practice, trusting that what we've done today was beneficial for your mind, for your body, and your spirit. So feel the support of the earth beneath you and feel the expansive connection to the universe above you. Start to take some breaths here from the base of the spine to the center of your heart, your chest, and then exhale them back down. Two more just like that. And relax your feet. Relax your ankles. Relax your knees. Relax your thighs, your hips. Relax your chest, your shoulders, your arms, and your fingers. Relax your jaw. Take your tongue and lick your lips. Allow the lips to remain slightly open, relaxing the jaw and feeling the coolness of the air like a sweet, gentle kiss on your lips. Relax your eyes. Your eyes rest in their individual sockets. And go now to the center of your brow. Now coming back to your awareness. Start to bring a little movement to the fingers, to the toes. And take yourself a big, deep breath. And then exhale. And then once again, inhale. And this time on your next inhale, go ahead and take your arms back and behind you for a big stretch. Yeah. Exhale the knees back into your chest for Apanasana. Give yourself a big hug. Maybe a little rock from side to side. And then make your way to your embryo pose. So find your favorite side. And just pause there in gratitude. Gratitude for your breath. Gratitude for your body. Gratitude for your spirit, your heart, your soul. And whenever you're ready, you'll rise up with a smile on your face. Find yourself the most comfortable seat that you can. Even use your bolster if you like to sit the hips up. And bring the palms in front of your heart center. On an inhale, we'll reach the fingertips up towards the universe, sending out all our loving thoughts and prayers out to the world. And then we'll open up to joy and abundance, gratitude, happiness, health, wealth. Bring the palms together once again in front of the heart center. And then reach again, sending all that love, all that good energy out to the world, only to open up and receive in abundance in return. And the palms land again in front of the heart. This time, we bow our heads and we smile upon our own hearts. The light in me sees, honors, and respects the light in each of you. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Namaste. If you have any questions about the practice, please feel free to ask me. I'm going to turn this off now. I hope you've enjoyed discovering rabbit pose, Sasangasana.